Good morning, friends, and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to take this pumpkin and turn it into this. I'm going to paint this white with chalk paint. However, I am going to first take this sheet of scrap paper, but what I want to do is just cut out a piece of paper that's just a little larger than this pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is cut out basically just this shape, and I only need one of them for the template. So I'm going to paint this with my chalk paint, and you know chalk paint dries really quickly. I'm using the color called Everlasting by Americana Decor. I'm going to put this aside to dry, and we'll work on cutting our napkins into this shape, and I'll show you the easiest way to do that. And we'll need about a dozen pieces of this. I'm sorry, you only need one template. We're going to need about a dozen of the cutout napkins, so let's do that. Let's take our scrap paper, and you can see I cut this up, and we're going to separate the napkin, but we're only going to remove the bottom layer so that there are still 2 plies left to the napkin. And we're going to apply some repositionable glue. We're going to put this down over our scrap paper, place the napkin over it, and we're going to take that template. I found that it was much easier and faster if I just used the template and drew it out this way on the whole napkin that I had glued to the surface, and then I just cut these out and separated everything. Okay, now the pumpkin's dry, and I just used 1 coat of the paint, and all of my napkin pieces are cut out. And I'm just going to decoupage these napkin pieces in here. So we'll use our Decoupage napkin decoupage glue, and I will put 1 piece of napkin between each rib. And you obviously want to overlap. And you don't have to worry if you've got some openings up here, because we're going to be covering all of that anyway, so that's okay. And I'll just continue right around the pumpkin. Now you'll notice I'm not using a tiny print, a chintz print, or any small flowers. You can't even really see the roses. I'm going more for the colors here, and every once in a while you'll be able to see a rose, but I'm more concerned that I'm using the shabby chic colors. I'm done decoupaging the pumpkin, and I'm going to put this in my oven. This is going on a piece of parchment paper over a cookie sheet, and I'm setting the oven to 170. When it reaches 170, I'm going to turn it off and leave this in there to dry. It usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes to get it nice and bone dry. The other positive about doing that when you put this in the oven is it causes the wrinkles to the decoupage glue, any wrinkles that you have, kind of melt flat over the surface. So this is going into our oven, and I'll come back when it's dry, but I'll show you something I'm going to do in the interim. Now I am going to use some of these filler flowers around the outside. These are silk flowers, but now there are different ways to do these. You can find videos on YouTube for how to dip silk flowers in plaster of Paris or in chalk paint. And I dipped these in plaster of Paris and then painted them with the chalk paint. And this one I just dipped in the plaster of Paris. One caveat, if you are going to dip these in plaster of Paris, they are going to take a very long time to dry. So possibly for this project, you'll just want to dip them in the chalk paint. And I'm just painting the leaves with the chalk paint. And here's one of the most fun parts of this project. We're going to take some Triple Thick by DecoArt. As those of you who have been with me for a while know, there are links for all of these products down below the video. And I took a plastic bag that's large enough to fit my largest accent piece, which will be this pine cone. I actually added 3 different types of glitter in here. One of them is a very fine iridescent glitter. The other one is a chunky or coarse clear or white glitter. And the other one is a very coarse iridescent glitter. And I'm going to shake all of these up. And then I'm going to take the Triple Thick. And this is one of those pine cones that I dipped in chalk paint and it's all dry. And I'm just putting the Triple Thick all over the ends or edges of this pine cone. I am going to dip it into my bag, seal it, and move it around a little bit so that I now have this beautiful glitter coated pine cone. Now I'm going to put my flowers in here, doing the same thing. I am adding Triple Thick to the edges, and if it drips down inside, that's fine too. But I find that I waste very little glitter this way. So I'll finish with my accent pieces. I cannot stop looking at this glitter. The combination of the 3 gives the 3 different glitters gives this so much depth. Let's check on that pumpkin and see how we're doing with that. See if that's dry. The pumpkin is dry. And now what I want to do is I want to bring some of that exact same glitter down in an uneven pattern here, especially covering up these areas. So some of this I'm just going to bring down about this much, and then some of it, this is the Triple Thick by the way, I'm bringing it down a lot more. And I have a plastic plate here, and I'm taking that mixture of glitter. Let me get a plastic cup. I mean a Dixie cup. This is going to give me a bit more control with where I add my glitter. And I want to cover every place where I just added the Triple Thick. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to do one more coat of the Triple Thick and the glitter. It's okay to go over your dried glitter with some more Triple Thick. Add some more glitter. And I'm going to let this dry before I tap it off. And I've still got a plastic plate down under this. Under the plastic plate is plastic lining. I hate to drop glitter anywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this dry for a while, and I will come back and show you how I do the rest of this. If you're a little bit nervous about any of the glitter coming off of these flowers, I want to shake them off so that you can get that any excess glitter off that didn't stick to the Triple Thick. Use the glossy acrylic spray by DecoArt. If I can find this on Amazon, I will put the link below for you. So I'm just going to spray one coat on all of these, and then I will come right back. And guess what, guys? I can't find my floral foam. So here's what I'm going to do, because as crafters, we always improvise, right? Without the floral foam, I need some kind of filling in there. So I'm taking these coffee filters, and I'm going to bunch them up and stuff them down inside. So let me fill this up. Now that our pumpkin is all dried and I have it stuffed with the coffee filters, I have my glue gun ready. By the way, this is a baby food jar lid. I found it's the perfect size to keep the tip of the glue gun over so that it drips right into that surface. Now I'm going to play around with all of my accent pieces. The candle is going to go in the center. I am not going to light this, and I don't recommend lighting it. This was actually a burgundy candle that I painted white with chalk paint and did that whole glitter treatment over, but it is strictly for display. You can also get those electric candles. I'll put a link down below for the ones that actually look realistic from across the room. They have a very nice flicker to them. And I'm going to play around until I get this looking just the way I want it. I'll glue some things into place. Then I will show you how this looks. I'll show it from the side, not up above. And I will come right back and show you what I've decided to do. Alright guys, I've been waiting for it to quiet down out here so you could hear me over that, I guess it's a leaf blower. But like Cher said in Clueless, I am totally bugging. I love the way this turned out. Bugging in a good way. This is going to sit proudly in the sunniest spot I can find in the house. I am just loving the way this turned out. Those flowers, I kind of want to just stop doing all of my housework now and make these flowers from chalk paint or the plaster of Paris and add this 3 different types of glitter on here. That is just so pretty. So in any case, guys, here is our project for the week, our decoupaged pumpkin. I don't think you'll find a blingier pumpkin on all of YouTube as of this time right now, which is October of 2019. Hope you love this project. I hope you have fun doing it, because this, oh my gosh, that thing is so annoying. I wish I was the type to go over and go, could you stop that? I'm trying to film a video. Anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing. Upcycle with Decoupage is over on Facebook. If you go over and like and follow the page, you'll be notified every week when I put new videos out. The links are all down below to these products. Okay guys, I gotta talk before they start with that leaf blower again. Thank you so much for subscribing and for all of your lovely comments. I will see you next week with another video. Thanks again, my friends. Bye-bye.